Hello, Chapter 10, Lesson 12, Tessellations. Today we're going to put together a bunch of your polygon skills in order to recognize what polygons can be used together in order to make what's called a tessellation. Tessellations are interesting patterns where artists put together shapes and put together those shapes so that none of them are overlapping any other, but there's also no empty space. Make sure you're looking at page 346 to understand the types of tessellations they have there. Okay, some very interesting tessellations. I don't have too many different colors available to me, so I'm going to use red, a highlighter, to do mine. And I'll probably use my, remember Yoda is no longer with us, but maybe I'll use, maybe we'll see if that works. Okay, I had another pen, but I don't know. We're gonna look at these and you wanna be able to color them in on your homework today, okay? You wanna redraw these tessellations and color them in. So, number one, name the polygons used in each tessellation. And then they color it in these two green in the book, so I'm going to color them in pencil. They color these two in orange, so I'm going to use highlighter. The simple question is, what polygons are being used here? Okay, don't say diamond. That's not really a polygon. It's a square. These are all the same length, okay? So you can combine squares to make tessellations. You guys all knew that because that's what graph paper is. These are tessellations right here. A bunch of squares all lined up. No overlapping space, no empty space either. So just write square. That's the polygon being used to make this tessellation. It's also what a checkerboard is, or a tablecloth in a nice Italian restaurant is oftentimes made of this too. Okay, so next one we have here, it starts the big rectangle. And then it kind of has a layer down the middle like this, and then we have that. Okay, so we have some of these are blue and some of them are yellow. So they're celebrating the wonderful University of Delaware, blue and gold. But I don't have blue, so I'm going to use this. What polygons make up this tessellation? Okay, what are all these little shapes? If you were to just look at one shape, what is that? Okay, so triangles make this up. And here we have an interesting tessellation. Not a square, not 90-degree angles, right? Not 90-degree angles. So what do we have there? You know what? You don't have to color these in. There's no reason for that. Okay, there, triangle. So triangle is one of the polygons. What is the other one? Okay, it's a type of quadrilateral. So if you forget, you can go back to what you learned about quadrilaterals. A rhombus is a parallelogram with 4 congruent sides, but isn't a 90-degree angle. That would be a square. Okay, these are rhombuses. So this tessellation uses a triangle and a rhombus. Okay. 4 says trace each polygon, then try to make a tessellation using each polygon. I mean, what can I say? This is just kind of be creative, guys. So number 4 is obviously a triangle. You know what? It says trace, Mr. Sudi. So let's actually do that. Bring our book right over. Okay, so I'm gonna push it. I have my light here. I'm gonna trace right over it. Okay, so now once you start with that, make a tessellation with that shape. Okay? So I could make, I don't know, a little bit of a wider triangle like that. And then I could make a wider triangle over here. And I could connect it right here. This is a tessellation. No overlapping, no empty space. I could make a rectangle here, right? Rectangle here. So I have 3 here. I have triangles, differently sized triangles, rectangles. Really, the sky's the limit here, as long as you do your best. There's really no restrictions, okay? I'm gonna say your tessellation needs to have at least 4 shapes. As long as it has at least 4 polygons, I'll accept it. You're probably thinking, Mr. Sudi, I'm very intimidated by number 6. How do I make a tessellation with a regular octagon? Up to this point, you haven't really seen one that complicated. So, a regular octagon right there. Regular means all sides are the same length. Octagons can actually kind of work together. It's kind of cool. So we don't have to. You don't have to. So here's what we can do. Just you can make this as simple as you want, or if you want to challenge yourself, feel free. I don't know. Each one of these could be the base to a triangle. Each one of these sides here, right? See that? Kind of looks like a little sun, doesn't it? So this is already a little bit of a tessellation. And then look right here. What can I do here? Triangle, 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 and rhombus. Okay, so you could make any kind of a interesting shape you want. Okay, guys. Just, you know, use those bases and build off of them. So just look for flat sides where you can build off another shape. You just need to have at least 4 different polygons in your thing to make it a tessellation. But if you do have a complicated shape like an octagon, you need to at least cover the whole thing. You can't have a side that's exposed. Just have fun with it, okay? Come to the virtual classroom if you need some help, though. God bless you. Talk to you soon. Bye.